Isaiah is actually one of my favorite people that I've ever met. Outstanding teammate. Won't shut up half the time, but everybody loves him.
Well, the man, Riley Leonard, has such high praise for Irish defensive back Isaiah Dunn. Welcome to ABC57 Kickoff. Isaiah, you are a student within the telecommunications program here at Notre Dame, a current player on the football team. You got special permission from head coach Marcus Freeman to be here on a game day, but because of that, we are not allowed to ask you any football-related questions. We got to keep it straight to your interest in media and kind of doing what we're doing right here someday.
Can I just start off saying thank you guys so much for having me. It's an honor to be here, and I'm really excited.
Well, we love having you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are taking that broadcasting class with former ABC 57 News anchor Colleen Borman-Wilcox. Tell us a little bit about the class, what you guys do week in and week out, and what have you learned so far?
Absolutely. First off, Miss Wilcox, she's amazing, right? She makes real-life situations. We'll just come into class. She teaches us the basics, and then next thing you know it, let's go interview somebody. So it's so fun how she just brings it to life. And she teaches us, like I said, the basics, how to use your voice, how to use your mannerisms, but most importantly, have fun with it, and reps. Reps are so important, right? Just like anything in life, practice makes you even better, right? So that's the best thing I can say.
I'm glad you get that now, because that is literally what we tell people all the time. People, hate public speaking, and it's like you just got to keep doing it. The more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. But what was it that sparked your interest in wanting to get into media in the first place, and what's kind of like long-term, what's your dream job?
So there's two things I've always known in life. I love sports and I love people and I love storytelling. So with that, I knew with sports it doesn't last forever. Football is not forever. But I can form stories and meet new people through sports anchoring. So I've always wanted to become a sports anchor or in the sports media world where I can talk to new players, whatever sport that is, but learn about them and their stories behind of what they are on screen or what you see on TV.
And sometimes it's about credibility, and being a football player with Notre Dame, you have lifelong credibility in that department. Well, it's something you're already active in. What projects are you working on currently?
So the two main projects that I'm on right now is the first is the Golden Ticket with one other student athlete and one other student on campus. And what that is, we have student athletes all on Notre Dame campus come on and tell their story and their journey and how they got to Notre Dame. And the other one I have is Wake Up the Echoes. And basically we have a student athlete that's on the football team each week come on our show, and we talk briefly about how their football journey's been, but also more importantly about life, so you learn more about the person beyond the helmet.
Well, I love that, and I just want to say that's exactly why I do this job. I think you too. We love storytelling. We love that's how people connect, I feel, is by getting to know the player off of the field, not just their numbers and their stats on the field. That's great, but it's also about who they really are as a person. And so I'm glad you got it, man. You got it. We want you to work for us someday.
So
and we're gonna you got the mic right now. We're gonna let you do a little interview of us.
I would love to. So my one question for the both of you
Okay.
is, if you could go back and talk to your younger self joining the industry, what advice would you give them and why?
Well, you go first.
You want me to go first? I would say the same thing that I would actually tell my future self, which is stick with it, because I think people are so, it's not going to be perfect all the time, and you're going to get feedback from all different types of people on different stories and different things you're doing, but stick with it, because I think if you really love it and you really want to make a difference, nothing's going to stop you. And I think I would tell my son that the same thing today. I'd say, hey, stick with it. Don't give up. If something doesn't go your way, it doesn't mean it's the end of the path. There's many different paths that you could take. Stick with it. That's what I would say.
Absolutely. That's great. I mean, I kind of feel like we've lived that ourselves and try as many different things as you possibly can. That's what internships are for. Try it. It may not work out. You may not love it, but try writing for a publication. Have that in your back pocket. Be able to, be multifaceted, be able to do as many different types of aspects of this job as you can. And that's where you kind of find where your niche is and what you like about it, and then just enjoy it. We have this is a tough grind. Getting this show together for this week is, we're stressed out. We're working till late at night, worrying about everything. But at the end of the day, it comes together. And this right here is my dream job. I love doing this job, and I'm just really grateful for it.
I am too, and I think this is the perfect place for that. I think Notre Dame's a giving university, and when you meet those connections through alumni or even opportunities as of this, you guys always want to give back, and I think it's so important, and that's my favorite thing about Notre Dame.
After your playoff win, you're hired. So just stop by. Our boss is standing right there, so you've got a great future, my friend. thank you so much for coming on the show, and good luck the rest of the season. We're excited to see what you do.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.